vessel sailed the waters, heading far away from where the divine voice had commanded it to go. Suddenly the skies darkened, and a storm of terrifying magnitude erupted over the sea. It was no ordinary storm, but a furious gale and gigantic waves that threatened to swallow the ship at any moment. The deck was lashed by torrents of water. The wood groaned under the relentless pressure of the turbulent waters. The sailors, men accustomed to the dangers of the sea, were seized by uncontrollable terror. They saw death up close, and their hearts pounded erratically. They cried out to their gods, each in his own way, seeking help or an explanation for such fury of nature. They threw overboard everything that could lighten the weight, precious goods, supplies, in a desperate attempt to prevent the ship from sinking. But the storm seemed only to intensify, as if it were personal, directed against that specific vessel. They felt, in their deepest instincts, that this fury was not merely natural. There was something more, a supernatural force at work, and someone aboard must be the cause of such a calamity. They then decided to cast lots, an ancient method to unravel mysteries and find the culprit in times of crisis. With trembling hands, they cast the marked pieces of wood or bone, watching with anxiety to see where the lot would fall. And there, to everyone's astonishment, the lot fell upon Jonah, the prophet, who was seeking refuge in his sleep from the reality of his disobedience. Was awakened and confronted by the terrified sailors. They asked, with urgency in their voices, who he was and why that terrible storm was hitting them. Jonah, with the gravity of the moment weighing upon him, confessed his identity, and more importantly, the identity of his God. "I am a Hebrew," he declared, "and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." He admitted that he was fleeing from the presence of this almighty God who controlled the very sea that now threatened them. The men became even more terrified upon hearing his words, understanding that the storm was a direct divine pursuit against that man aboard.